Good morning, it's 9 o'clock. It's 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's 9 o'clock Atlantic. It's another glorious day in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I just can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm alive. I'm just so excited about everything today. Paul's had an amazing idea, which we're going to share with you later, and I'm not going to talk about it on this call, but I'm so excited about it. 3 days ago, my beautiful niece, Janine Wiley, had a little baby boy. He was several weeks premature, but he was born at 10.5 pounds, and he was full of love and life and laughter, and just his mother picked him up and held him in her arms, and she cried and just said, "I love you so much." And I'm just thinking, what a lucky little boy and what a lucky family we are to have him in our lives. I was listening to Esther Hicks last night on Money and the Law of Attraction, and Abraham was speaking through Esther Hicks, and she was talking about the flow of life, and so this gave me a little inspiration for today's call. If we got in a boat and we jump in a big fast moving river and we paddle, where do we go? We don't go anywhere. We tend to fight against the current until we get really tired, and then we either give up and get out of the river, or we turn around and we go with the flow. And that's such a great analogy for the way that I'm starting to live my life now, and the way that I hope that those of you who are listening to these calls will begin to live your lives. So I'd like to do a little EFT around this idea, and perhaps you will join me. So starting on the karate, and I have no idea how this is going to go, so just bear with me, okay? So starting on the karate chop point, and say, I am in the flow of life. I am filled with peace and joy. I love and accept myself deeply and completely, with all of my thoughts and feelings, with all of my energy, with all of my actions and behaviors. I love and forgive myself with every cell in my body, with all of my thoughts and feelings, with all of my actions and behaviors. I jump in the river of life, and I trust that life will bring me everything that is good for me. I look for relief. Of course, there are times when I will feel negative emotions. Oh well, perhaps those negative emotions are gifts. They're clues as to how I want to change my life. And as I flow in the river of life, I know in my heart how to change them. Go to the top of the head. I am in the river of life. Inside eye. I trust my source to bring me good things. I trust my spirit to recognize them. I look for evidence of success everywhere I go. And when I find negativity, I dwell on it not, as I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Inside I am filled with peace and joy. Outside I am blessed with good fortune. Under the eye, my blood and chi are flowing smoothly as I'm in the flow of life. I no longer work to paddle upstream. On the nose, under the nose. I no longer work to paddle upstream. On the chin. As I'm going with the flow. On the collarbone. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. Under the arm. So what is this flow of life we talk about? It's being in the moment. It's not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. I heard a very sad woman today on the radio, very upset because her child wasn't going to be able to get the H1N1 shot, and I felt sad for her at the moment. She's going through a point in her time where she's paddling as hard as she knows how to be safe and to protect her daughter and to not get an illness. And all I could think was, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could help her find a way to feel calm about that and to help her find a way to feel release in that. And I think the way to do that for all of us is to remember, when we feel anything other than relief, to clean on it. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I had a wonderful weekend with 6 beautiful, strong women who came to learn Level 2 EFT with me over the weekend. And each one of them in their own way is doing what we're all doing, which is trying to find kind of answers for, what feels good in life, and what have we been doing up until this moment, as we do, as we, what have we been doing up until this moment that has held us back from realizing who we are and what we really want. And we talked about that a lot, and we challenged each other, and we talked about our language. If you recall last week, I talked about being impeccable with our language, as Miguel Ruiz reminds us to be. And I think that's so important. And in fact, I was challenged on some of my language during this workshop, and I'm so appreciative of that. And so I want you to spend this week thinking about your language. When you say something to yourself, when you say something to someone else, be the third party observer of that conversation and see how it feels. And if it feels really, really good, then go with the flow. And if it doesn't feel so good, find a way to find relief. Because relief is always a better feeling than some negative emotion. And so we've had our 8 minutes of inspiration this morning. I've certainly felt inspired. I know I'm all over the place and I love it. Have a wonderful week. Please send your comments to our blog. I've so appreciated them, and I will try to respond on occasion throughout the week. We're going to get this call up in about a half an hour, and the video will come in a couple of days. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. This is Al Rodee at EFT Atlantic in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Good day.